everybody. Welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And if I look super excited, it's because I am. I'm so excited about today. Why? Because a really good friend, a new friend of mine, is back on the show today. The Maverick Millionaire is here. If you don't know who he is, you want to know who he is. So sit right there. We'll be right back. Everybody, yeah, you heard me right. Welcome back. The Maverick Millionaire is here. You guys may know him as Paul Finck. I call him my good friend Paul. Paul, are you out there?
I am indeed. How are you?
I'm super excited, super stoked. You know, I love it when you come on the show, man. What's going on with you?
Doing great, doing great. We are so busy. We've got tons going on. And one of the special things that we are talking about is a masterclass that we have coming up, which is just amazing. It's one of the things where I get to give, and all for free, which is an amazing place to be.
So we're talking about the Mach 10 Masterclass, that one I'm seeing all over the place?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Mach 10 Masterclass.
The Mach 10 Masterclass. Okay, one, I got to ask about the title. We'll get there. But for people that may be living under a rock for the last 10 years, what's a masterclass so they know what it is?
Great question. I've heard it over and over again, masterclass. So I got to tell you, people define it in a lot of different ways. I define it the top end information that gets you rolling, gets you fast paced into the topic. Some of the best, cherry picked to deliver to you in a short period of time.
Ooh, I love that definition. So for the Mach 10 Masterclass, what's the target? What are you talking about? I mean, knowing you is probably finance or something like that, but I would love it if it was football. You know, what are you talking about?
No. It's finance. I talk about how to get to your perfect life, how to get to your fullest potential. And this masterclass is all about some of the key components to really do that. So it's about leadership, it's about sales, communication, really understanding how to monetize your passion and really monetize anything that you want to bring to market, and how to create that so you can have abundance in your life.
You know, there's a lot of people out there, and I will definitely stand up and say this man right here truly is real. He is truly a friend, and he is truly giving everything from his heart. Yeah. But there are people out there that teach, but don't do. You definitely are a man that walks in your own steps first and gives us the privilege to follow behind. Why do you do that? Because you could do anything. Why do you choose to do this?
Coaching and training is my passion. And I love to watch the light bulbs go off and help people reach their fullest potential, because the big pain button I have in my life is to watch people squander the gifts, squander the privilege of life that they have been given, and waste it. Because I always look at, we're in our society, you can be giving and you can be taking. And how do you give to your fullest potential? How do you create everything from inside and bring it and deliver it? And oh, by the way, I also happen to be a father, and I'm a father of 6 children. And
oh, not just 6 children. Don't skate over that. Don't. They'll come and get me.
I am a father of 6 children, 3 sets of twins.
Whew.
3 sets of twins. And the focus wasn't my 3 sets of twins, although you can focus on that all you want. And it was amazing, is amazing. It's a gift every single day. But it also is the understanding of who I am, that I am a father. and how I treat my training and how I treat my coaching and all that I do is that all the people that come into my world become my children. And and I don't mean that in any sort of demeaning way. I mean that in that I am here to protect you, to guide you, to deliver to you the tools so that you can go out and become a productive member of our society and produce to your greatest benefit.
You know, you truly are a Papa Bear because we were at James Dentley's event back in May, and you made sure that the people at your table, the people around you, the people in the room were okay. You know, if they looked a little confused, they looked a little lost, or maybe they felt like they were being left behind a little bit, mostly by me when I'm talking about lighting and stuff.
There
You
you go.
made sure we stopped and kind of covered it. And I know you know this stuff. So it was like, look, we're going to make sure it's clear. And I want to thank you for that because sometimes when you're teaching or when you're speaking, you get lost in the subject
Always,
and
always.
you forget to connect and make sure everybody is with you. So I thank you for that. You have a special gift when it comes to that. And maybe it's because you got 3 sets of twins. That's a lot of energy.
Yes. Yeah. And it's also a lot, and I didn't realize for many years that it developed a skill set inside of me of really being aware of
Mhm.
that hyper awareness of taking care of everyone around me. You know, my constant life for the last, now my youngest are turning 21. My life for the last 21 years has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting to make sure they're all right there and all taken care of.
The Home Alone syndrome.
And, and so in that way, I treat all my clients in the same way, is that I'm always double checking, triple checking, making sure that they're okay, that they understand what's going on, that they have the tools needed to really go forward. And I got to tell you that so much of what this masterclass is all about. We
Yeah.
cover the
Okay.
key components that really bring it home for them. And so when people are involved in this and they're listening and they're engaging, we're going to have tons of engagement with it as well so that people can get involved with direct communication,
Mhm.
that they really get the information and that they can take away from this really applied information that can be brought into their life today to create a difference.
So this is September 6th through the 9th. I know you're
Yes.
starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. Don't
Yes.
mess with me because I messed up our time today. You know, but
Yeah.
I get it. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. I got that down now.
Perfect.
Um, so what about, let's go through a couple of scenarios.
Yeah.
Let's say someone who wants to attend is just starting their business or they're thinking about starting their business. Is this a masterclass for them?
Yes. I teach. I've been an entrepreneur now for 36 plus years. Can't
But
believe it.
you're only 40.
Yes, exactly. I love you. I love you. The
I got you.
I've always been an entrepreneur. I've never worked for anybody else a day in my life,
Wow.
and always been in that entrepreneurial spirit, either straight commission sales, running my own distribution companies, running my own companies from scratch. So I built everything up from the bottom with nothing. And
Okay.
so that's what I teach on is how do you create out of thin air? So people that are just getting started, we can build from that. What do you want to do? What are you going to do? How do you get going? And how do you move it from a 0 to 4 figures? How do you move it from
Mhm.
4 to 5, from 5 to 6, and from 6 to 7? Yes,
Oh,
even
yeah.
7 figures. How do you do all that? And so wherever you are, the material that I'm teaching isn't just for the person who's experienced, who's got a company that's already in existence for 10 or more years. It's also not just for the person who's just getting started. What I can tell you is that after training thousands of people all across the country, is that these are the core components that create success, that create a magnitude of results for you. And
Mhm.
so wherever you're at, I guarantee you there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these pieces that you're missing, that you haven't paid attention to, that you haven't actually stepped into recently to say, yes, I need to sharpen my axe with that. Come to the masterclass, watch what we do and how to take those components that you need, put them into your world right away to create success.
I'm going to like just break a second and ask our producer back there, that Alan, if he'll give us a few more minutes, because I've got a few more questions, and it's rare that we get this young man on the show. So hang in there with us, Alan. Don't cut us off, okay? All right. So before we move on to my next question, I want to ask you this. There's somebody going, okay, I can see that. I want to do it. Maybe he could give me answers that I've been looking for so I can really move forward, but I'm scared. I'm scared to do it. What if I get in there and I'm totally lost? What if he said it was free and then when I log in, he wants me to pay $1,000 to even see the first 5 minutes? What do you have to say to that?
Don't be scared. Step in no matter what. I'm here to take care of you. This is real easy peasy. The login, you're going to give your name, email, phone number, and you're going to have access to all 4 days completely free. And what we're doing is we're going to have an hour where you can log in completely free. It's training webinar style. And then for those of you that want to do more, there's going to be an additional hour for those people that want even more. And that's a fractional upcharge. I guarantee you everyone listening in can afford the next level even, because it is low. And that'll give you 2 hours every day to even do more. And I got to tell you, I give all this from my heart. This is quality material for everything that you're doing in your life, in sales, communication, leadership, really understanding how to monetize your passions and create a great life. I talk about lifestyle. I talk about how to really develop it. I'm a father of 6 with a passionate relationship with my wife, with an understanding of how to create balance. This isn't about, just the money, but it's also isn't about, just have a great life and sing Kumbaya. It's about how can you do both? How can you have a great lifestyle, have fun while you're doing it, and actually earn the money that you want to do whatever you want going forward? That's called a beautiful life. That's a balance that I can really tap into, and I help you do that too.
No, I know everybody out there, you're wondering, okay, so how do I sign up? Where do I go? What do I do? If you've been watching our show, you know what to do. Go to Tigo Direct, tigodirect.com. Type in Paul, type in Finck, type in Maverick, type in Mark 10. It's there. Click, go, you got it. No problems. You know how we do this. It doesn't cost him anything, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's our way to connect. And if you want to reach out to Paul, click the message button. It'll send him a private email. I know he'll reach back out. Paul, what about the guys that are out there, or the people that are out there and they're going, I've been doing my business for 20 years. My clients are solid. I've had 4,998 followers on Facebook since Facebook started. What is this guy going to bring me that I need to log in every day for this masterclass, September 6th to the 9th? What do you have to say to those guys?
36 years running my own business. In the first 20, I thought the same thing you did. Then I had the great opportunity to have a mentor come into my life that I didn't think I needed, didn't think I wanted, that I was doing because my people around me were engaging with it. I was like, all right, why not? And it changed my world. It brought me to a whole new level. We're doing the same thing for my clients, my friends. We've got people from just getting started all the way to our largest client is $250 million in assets and beyond. And he thought we were valuable enough to bring into his company to coach them on his whole leadership team. For all of you, you want to move the needle. I usually talk about doubling your income. And I don't mean doubling your income just because you're at 10,000 and you're going to 20 or 50,000 going to 100. I mean doubling your income no matter where you are. One of our clients this past year alone in the last 7 months has created $22 million because of the direction and coaching that we've developed for him in the last year. You never know what's going to happen. You're a coach, you're a speaker, you're a trainer, you're an entrepreneur, you're an author, you've got a profession, an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer, a chiropractor, name it across the board. We're going to help you move the needle because of the tools and the aspects of strategy and systemization that we're going to deliver to you during this masterclass, come check us out. It's worth it.
Hey mate, do you want to play with me? Yeah, I can't play right now. I'm doing show notes.
I have to say that, I was one of those people. I've been in business off and on since I was 10 years old. And, people say, oh, you need a mentor. You need somebody to help you blaze that trail. And I'm like, no, I don't. I can do this myself. And then when I stopped being stubborn, when I stopped being stubborn and actually got mentors like James Dentley, like yourself, sir, it's like Rita Davenport and Sharon Lecter. It's like now I can go, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's going on. And I don't feel like I'm by myself. It's not always about how many dollars can they bring in. You'd be surprised how many dollars you bring in yourself because you get the blinders off. At least that's my experience. I realize I'm not by myself because a lot of times when you're a solopreneur, you're working in your house, especially since COVID, you feel like you're doing this all by yourself and everybody else wants you to go back and work for McDonald's or AT&T or something. And this is where you're supposed to be. So having the opportunity to have someone like Paul in my corner is a blessing that I will never, ever, be able to repay. And you have this opportunity. You guys need to go check this out. I'm probably going to check this out. So you'll probably see my name in the list because you're always learning new stuff. That's the way it is. You're always learning new stuff. So let me ask you about that young person. I know my nephew is actually listening with my producer today, and he's starting to learn production. What if he wants to start a business? He just graduated high school. He's just getting that fire, and he's able to jump leaps and bounds above most people. I know me when I was 18-year-old because he's around people like yourself. What advice would you give a young person about getting a mentor, getting into a masterclass, understanding your value?
Do it. Do it now. One of our youngest members is, and we've got several in the 20-something crowd. One in particular, I was just hanging out with a couple last month, and he's 24 years old. He's in the real estate game. And we were in Vegas a couple weeks ago and talking about what he should be doing. And he's already moved the needle. He was making about $100,000 when he first joined us. And now he's making somewhere around $300,000-$400,000 in passive income with all his engagement with real estate. And that number is moving. And one of the things I told him is keep pushing the envelope. One of the biggest challenges that people have is that they say, oh, no, this isn't the right time for me to take a risk. Mm-hmm. And when you're younger, older people go, that's the perfect time. You've got nothing to lose. Like if you risked everything you have and you own nothing and you lose, you're back to where you started.
Yeah.
So risk it all because the potential, the opportunity is that you could make double, triple, quadruple and create a whole new world. For older people, same thing. Risk everything. You do not have time to waste. Yeah. So you've got to put all the chips on the table and let it ride because that's how you create the life that you really were meant to have. There's so much. We play so small. Most people in our society, we don't use our fullest potential. We don't push the envelope. We don't actually risk. Dare to risk it all and watch what happens to your life. The downside is so small and yet the upside is so amazing. Most people, and I know I didn't even realize how much more beyond my vision there was to experience. Get that. Beyond your vision to experience. 20 years ago, I thought everything I had in my world was kind of close to the best. I didn't know there was this whole nother world of people that really didn't work that hard. I didn't know there was a whole world of people that traveled all around the universe and just experienced life. I didn't know that people had money just to go out there and do whatever they wanted from day to day. I didn't know that really existed other than a handful of people. Guess what? You
Yeah.
can have that life too. And yet it's so far beyond your vision, you believe it's not possible for you. I'm here to tell you it is. And I've experienced it in the last 20 years. And I share with everybody and teach everyone to experience themselves. We have built millions of millionaires over the last 10. Now I've been coaching now for 16 years at this level. And we've built millionaires over and over and over again from nothing, from scratch, people that never thought it was possible and then created it. That's what this engagement is all about. That's what this conversation is about. How could you even tap into that possibility of a vision?
So you guys, that's why I love this man. He makes you take those blinders off so you can see way beyond what's directly in front of you. And that's what it's all about. I can't think of a better way to end this segment. I hope you come back often. You know this door is always open. But I can't think of a better way to end this segment. Let's give them the name of your masterclass, the days that it's happening. And of course, you guys go to tigodirect.com and you can get your free link to go and join. Tell them all about it, my brother.
It is Mach 10 Masterclass, 12 o'clock Eastern time each day from September 6th through the 9th. 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. 1 hour each day is the core, completely free. Go sign up. Would love to meet you there. We're going to have chat active throughout the hour. We're going to be engaging with you with tons of information. Mach 10 Masterclass. I'm Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. Love to see you there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being on. I always learn something new every time you're here. You're the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, you know what to do. Go to tigodirect.com, type in Paul, type in Finck, type in Masterclass. He's going to come up in the list. Click it. Go fill out the link. Send him a little message, would you? Because he's going to write you back. And check this Masterclass out. I'm serious. I'll probably be there as well. I haven't looked at my calendar, but I'm going to make this happen because I want to learn more and reach out even further. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. You know, I hope you come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time. Now go, Tigo Direct. Go now. Hurry. Bye-bye.